The Korean government is planning to shake up its long-term growth strategy to deal with some of the serious structural issues facing the country. Officials say they hope to lock them all down by March of next year. Shin Se-min has more.
Finance Minister Yoo Il-ho has pledged that the government will establish a long-term strategy on the major economic tasks facing Korea. Noting that Korea faces uncertainties from in and outside the country, Minister Yoo said there is also the fundamental task of overcoming structural weaknesses and excavating new growth engines for the future. The government said it will analyze the impact of the fourth industrial revolution on the country's industrial structure, employment, and growth, and come up with measures to counter the negative effects. Reshaping the strategy on Korea's changing population is another pressing task. The minister said the government will look ahead a generation to try and manage the shifting demographics. Korea has one of the lowest birth rates in the world, and more than half of the country will be older than 52 in 2040. And the government has injected almost $130 billion over the past decade to try and boost the chronically low birth rate, but those efforts have yet to make a significant impact. It also plans to expand social capital to help Korea grow as an advanced economy and eventually drive up overall productivity. Following U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's election victory last week, Korea's finance chief also stressed the government will take swift and solid action to counter any major fluctuations in the market. Local financial authorities have been monitoring markets around the clock, and a working-level group with the help of Trade Ministry have been tackling any trade pressures coming from the U.S. Shin Se-min, Arirang News.